Hey, you're looking good today. This is Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom, and here's what's happening. In today's edition of the Brazil Times, Center Point Fish Fry, front and center. Small town, big celebration is the headline, and Ivy Jacobs has photos from the Center Point Fish Fry that happened over the weekend. It was the 62nd annual Community and Volunteer Fire Department Fish Fry. And we also have a story about a Brazil man who was arrested this weekend on alleged allegations he impersonated an Indiana conservation officer at Sullivan Lake. Kevin L. Byerly, age 44, was charged with impersonating a police officer and taken into custody without incident. Witnesses told authorities that Byerly approached 4 teenagers who were fishing at Sullivan Lake Saturday night and identified himself as Game Warden Services, according to a news release from the Indiana Department of Natural Resources Law Enforcement Division. He requested fishing license information and accused the juveniles of smoking marijuana. Hey, Harvey Roscoe is here, John Rogers is here, and Karen Burke is here. Hi, you folks. Glad to see you all today on this beautiful hump day, Wednesday. And the only time it gets better than a Wednesday is when we get close to Friday. All right, hey, I got a thumbs up on that. Good deal. We want to remind you the Brazil Times office will be closed Monday and Tuesday for the Independence Day holiday. The office will reopen at its regular time, 8 a.m. on Wednesday, July 5th. There will be no change in the newspaper's regular publication schedule, so you can expect to get your paper when you normally receive it. We have this story. At least 3 people were injured when a bleacher collapsed Saturday night at the Clay City Fairgrounds, according to Sheriff Paul Hardin. 1 person was taken to the hospital and 2 people signed waivers, so they were not transported, the sheriff said. On Monday, a statement on Clay City Fair Association's Facebook page stated in part, "As many of you know by now, we had a bleacher that collapsed during the truck-tractor pull on Saturday night of the fair. There were a few injuries, but God was watching over us, and thankfully none were life-threatening. Our thoughts and prayers have been with each of those affected, and we pray for their speedy recovery." We also have this story in. When the Knights of Columbus looked for a project to help the community several years ago, they quickly decided the need was to provide food for those in need. While there are other organizations that are helping feed the hungry in Clay County, statistics prove the need is great. And you can read more about the Knights of Columbus efforts in today's edition of the Brazil Times, as well as thebraziltimes.com. Well, let's see, what else do we have going on here today? There's always a lot more in the paper and a lot more on our website than we are able to tell you about during this little visit that we have in the morning. I got a picture inside here I think it's kind of cool. David Brinson dressed up as a old-time circus ringmaster, and he pretended that he was in the Big Top, introducing one of Barnum and Bailey's greatest shows on earth. And as he did so, he was actually introducing the circus music that was being played by the Brazil Concert Band. Harvey says, "Howdy, Frank. Good day to you. Good day to you too, sir." Glad to see Harvey Roscoe with us today. And let's see. Several obituaries to report. You'll want to check those out. Mary Lou Sarter and her Brazil buzz. Memories of high school graduation precede upcoming reunion, she talks about. And she has a new picture in there. If you're used to seeing Mary Lou's old photo that ran with her column, no, it's not a mistake. That's really her. And you'll have to check out her new picture in today's edition of the Brazil Times. In Clay County through the years, our weekly feature, Wesley Chapel is featured. Wesley Chapel Church has thrived for many years, and we have that story that is in there. The source is Wesley Chapel Church by Tammy Eyre from Clay County Today July 23rd, 1992, and it was submitted by Joanne Pell of the Clay County Genealogy Library. Want to remind you of this. If you're looking for something special to do in the morning of July 4th, which is Tuesday, the Jackson Fire Rescue Department is having a biscuits and gravy breakfast with eggs, sausage links or patties, white and chocolate milk, and coffee from 7 to 11 a.m. July 4th at the fire department. The free will offering will be received to support the department. Well, let's check out the kids. Let's see here. Yeah, Jeffy's taking a glass jar to Mommy. You know what's in a glass jar when a little kid has it during the summer. He's got a lightning bug in there. But I don't think the lightning bug is going to be doing much more because Jeffy says, I caught a lightning bug, but I think his battery needs recharging. Okay, well, that lightning bug has seen better days, evidently. In sports, it's Miller time. Indiana coach cashes in with a $24 million deal. The Dirt Late Models best to go head-to-head at Terre Haute. And we have a story from Concord, North Carolina, about the World of Outlaws Craftsman Late Model Series and the Dirt Car Summer Nationals Tour. And let's see here, Russell Westbrook moved past Oscar Robertson and kept right on going to the top of the NBA. Westbrook was voted MVP on Monday night after setting a record with, get this, 42 triple-doubles during his historic season. He led the league with 31.6 points and added 10.7 rebounds and 10.4 assists per game, joining Oscar Robertson as the only player to average a triple-double for the season and breaking Robertson's single-season record of 41 triple-doubles in 1961 and 62. Wow. You have to read that story in today's edition as well. We have state news and local news, community news, and of course we've got our classified ads that everybody likes to look through and see who's selling what and what jobs are available. And we've got pictures from the Centerpoint Fish Fry on the back page, as well as the Reelsville alumni celebrating their 50-year reunion, and auxiliary members of the VFW have been working hard to help families living at Liberty Village Apartments in Terre Haute. And we have a short story and photo about that. Remember tonight at the Great Brazil 4th of July celebration, we are having the Northview Fish Fry, and the Northview Band and the Northview Cadet Corps are going to be performing. So you'll want to come out for that. I know a lot of people make sure they get out for the 4th of July Fish Fry at Forest Park, and that's going to be at the Pavilion, or as many of us like to call it, the Cow Palace. They're at Forest Park tonight. John Rogers is here. Hey, John, glad to see you as well. And we hope you all have just an outstanding day. Hope to see you tonight at Forest Park. Remember, the Midway gets underway at 5:30. And if it's true to form, they'll be going as long as you want to ride. I'm Frank in the Brazil Times newsroom. We'll catch you later.